Hey, hey, hey! I hope you're having a fabulous Friday. It's your favorite remote work enthusiast, Delilah, and I couldn't head into the weekend without giving you guys a bunch more hot leads. I have 4 hot leads that are hiring right now, and 2 of them are available US wide. The other 2 are available for limited locations. However, I know a lot of my subscribers are in those limited locations. So I'm not going to delay. We got to get our weekend started, but we got to finish taking care of business, okay? So we're going to get our application in for at least 1 more hot lead, and we're going to do that right now. But make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and select all. That way YouTube tells you every time I post a video, and I'm right here on YouTube Monday through Friday. So now that you have taken care of that business, we are ready to jump in. All right, you guys. So we have 4 hot leads, as I was saying, and we're just going to go ahead and jump in. I'm going to give you the highlights. You're going to have the links in the description box. They're always in the description box, and you'll be able to apply. And remember, you can use the remote resume builder software. We have templates for all of these. So first up, we have H&R Block. Now, I think we all know about H&R Block, but I honestly want to say that this is the first time I've ever been able to share them on my channel. Now, H&R Block is huge in case you aren't familiar with them. They are in the financial world. A lot of times people are using them when it comes to taxes, and that makes sense because guess what is upon us? And they have 10,000 plus employees. People really like working for them, and you can see they have a very beautifully filled out glass door. We love it, okay? So jumping into the first lead, this is the main lead that I wanted to share. This is available US wide, okay? And this is for their seasonal customer service role. And based on the way it is written, it looks like they're gonna hook you up with equipment. Now, don't quote me on that, but they tell us, you gotta have a place to take calls. It has to be quiet and secure. They tell us you have to have an outlet for a monitor and laptop. They also tell us you have to have a hardwired internet connection. Okay, no Wi-Fi, and they give us the speed, and they tell you you have to have a smartphone. So they tell you everything you have to have, and that makes me think the way they word this, you just got to have a place to plug up your laptop and monitor. It makes me think they're going to hook you up with equipment. And I'm usually not wrong about these things, but like I said, don't quote me because they did not specify that, but that's what it's looking like, okay? So what are you doing in this hot lead? Well, they let us know that it starts February 17th, 2025, and the pay is $17 per hour. Now, if you're not familiar with seasonal jobs, that lets us know that this is not going to be forever and ever, but it's likely going to last throughout, tax season. And we know tax season ends in April. So this might be for about 3 months or so, which is great if you're looking for that seasonal type of work. And they let us know that you're going to be a DIY retention seasonal associate, providing advanced client support by communicating via phone, email, and chat with external clients, requiring assistance of information on the DIY online and software tax products. Interpret clients' needs, utilize software solutions and troubleshooting skills to identify practical solutions, utilize software solutions, knowledge base, and computer systems to resolve and track user incidents, identify potential security issues and escalate issues appropriately, ability to communicate clearly and calmly on the phone, email, and chat, and effectively demonstrate oral, written, and interpersonal communication skills. So to qualify, you just need a high school diploma or equivalent. That would be like a GED. You need to know how to use a computer. You have to have a place in your residence to, take phone calls and chats. Okay, that's that quiet, secure place. Got to be able to plug up that laptop and monitor. No Wi-Fi, so that means your Ethernet cord needs to be plugged into your computer directly to the modem. That's for the safest connection and the fastest. And then you just got to have a smartphone, okay? And that's likely because they do 2-factor authentication. That's my guess. That's usually why your phone is necessary, so that you can log into your systems. So all of that is normal, okay? And so this is awesome. Okay, they tell you some nice to haves, but you don't have to have those things. So this is no experience friendly. And if you want to get your application ASAP, the apply now button is at the bottom. And yes, we have a template just for you. We have multiple. So if you have not used the remote resume builder software, you should, okay? Because it makes getting your application easy peasy. You know you're putting your best foot forward and you are able to customize in a jiffy, okay? So the templates that I recommend, if you truly have no experience, you still have to put in a resume. We have a no experience resume template that is great. If you do have experience and you're coming from a customer service background, I would use either customer service 1 or customer service 2 resume templates. Take your pick. You can't go wrong with either one. And then you want to also pair those with our cover letter templates. So always submit a cover letter. It has extra razzle dazzle. We have a customer service cover letter template that is perfect and you are good to go. And you're not going to break the bank using the software, okay? You can get access to all of these templates plus ones not listed here for just $1 during our 7-day try before you buy trial. You can see how the software works for you. These are ATS optimized templates. People have been getting hired left and right, and it's because they're able to put their best foot forward and customize. And if you can easily do something, you're gonna do it. Okay, you gotta customize every time. And the software just requires you to put in the answers to its questions, and then boom, it's gonna give you an ATS optimized resume. So try out the software. If you decide to keep it, it is only $37 per month, unlimited resumes and cover letters, cancel anytime. But I will tell you, most folks decide to keep it during their remote job search because it really makes a huge difference with how much time it takes to put in these applications. And time is of the essence, y'all. You gotta be quick to the draw. So get the resume software, try it out, and now let's move on to the second hot lead. Now, the second hot lead also comes from H&R Block, and this one, I kind of want to put my feelers out with it. Now, this is also for a seasonal role. It's for their fraud specialist position, and they don't give us the start date, but we can kind of assume based on, the other lead, it might be starting around that same time in February. And as far as the pay goes, they don't list it here, but I went over to Glassdoor, and there was one salary submitted at $39,000. So that's about $19 per hour. Maybe you could squeeze $20 per hour out of them since you're doing something really important. I would definitely start with 20 and see where that takes me. Now, as far as the requirements for this role, everything is easy peasy. The only thing is, it says you need to have at least 6 hours of college level accounting or finance or statistics or equivalent combination of education and experience. And I know that a lot of people that I went to college with took accounting 1 and even had to take accounting 2, and they weren't doing anything in the world of accounting. Okay, they were doing everything else, so they still have to take accounting. I never had to take accounting when I was in college, but because so many of y'all have, these beautiful careers and all this, I figured I'm sure this is perfect for at least one person. So everything else, same kind of qualifications as that last lead. The only, additional one is you have to have at least, that college class of accounting, finance, or statistics. If that's you, then you're good to go. And so what you're doing in this role is you're gonna monitor fraud, okay? You're gonna make sure that the company isn't being defrauded. So it says the fraud specialist will work within the field compliance team to assist in the implementation of proactive solutions to address, prevent current and future employee theft related losses. So, this is for current and future employee theft. So you're watching your fellow coworkers. That's what you're doing here. So, you're going to monitor all of those reports. You're going to utilize multiple investigative tools, prepare investigation background files, file timely and accurate case summaries, obtain research and process confidential information, respond timely to inquiries, collaborate and work well within a team environment, participate within a team environment, prepare recommendations on changes to current reports, procedures, or processes, accept special assignments, and perform other duties as assigned. So this is a non-phone job, okay? And I wanted you guys to see all of this before I told you this is a non-phone job. You're really monitoring activities. So if this is something you love, then go ahead and get your application in ASAP. The Apply Now button is at the bottom. And yes, you can use the remote resume builder software because there's a lot of, documentation and, making sure you're on top of things and delivering deliverables, I think the closest template to something like this would be the administrative coordinator resume template. You're articulating that you have all of those skills that they're looking for. Microsoft Office, you can utilize multiple internet tools, you can multitask, okay, detail-oriented problem-solving abilities, okay, collect and analyze, summarize data in a useful format. That speaks to an administrative coordinator. The role of an administrative coordinator would encompass all of those things. So I would use that template, and you already know we have the cover letter template to go with it. And again, all of these templates you can try out during our 7-day try before you buy trial for just $1. So now let's move on to the third hot lead. So now moving on to the third hot lead, I mentioned the third and fourth hot leads, they're limited in location, but I did want to mention them, okay? So this lead comes from a company called Jerry. This is an insurance company, and I have shared them many times. They have a non-phone and a data entry or chat job that I've shared multiple times. I'm always trying to catch it when they have it. It's not available right now, but this is also a good lead. This one is for an inbound sales insurance agent position. And if you're like, oh, no, not sales. Listen, insurance sales are different than any other kind of sales. People are calling you, okay, because they need your product, because they legally have to have insurance. So when folks are calling the phone, you're not trying to sell them like you would if you were selling knives and vacuums. They already know what they have to purchase. They're just trying to get the best quote, okay? We all have done this. If you have a car, if you have an apartment, if you have a home, you have shopped for insurance. You called the State Farm agent or Geico and said, hey, I have a 2015 Nissan Altima. How much would it be for blah, blah, blah? And then they told you, and if it was good, you binded the quote, okay? So that's what this is, okay? So this is for their inbound insurance sales agent position. They let us know that it is available in Texas, Utah, Arizona, Florida, Michigan, North Carolina, New York, Virginia, and Georgia. And hey, for the folks in New York who always say you get left out, you're not left out this time. And so you're gonna work weekends and evenings in their growing team. They're gonna provide you all equipment. So this position is going to hook you up with equipment, and you're gonna be responsible for helping prospective customers understand and choose the right insurance policies for them from one of Jerry's 55 plus insurance carrier partners. So that's exactly what I just explained, okay? And I come from the wonderful world of commercial insurance. And so I really love it. I think you guys will love it too. And as far as qualifications go, you just need to be able to multitask, okay? Managing competing priorities, and you are passionate about helping others. So this is another no experience friendly role. And they let you know that they are going to get you licensed. That's a big deal, y'all. Don't be scared of taking a test. What I will tell you is if you get your PNC license, you can have a really wonderful career from home making great money because you have mobility within the insurance industry. And they're going to pay you $18 to $21 per hour. And then you also get uncapped commission. So every time someone binds a policy, you get paid. So this can get really lucrative, as we can see. And I'm telling you, I know some very wealthy folks in insurance sales, okay? And that could be you too. So they give you the schedule. You can choose from 3 different options, and it sounds good to me. So if it sounds good to you, then the apply for this job button is at the bottom. And yes, you already know we have a template for you. I highly recommend using the insurance customer service resume template. All the things that you want to mention to get hired for this role are already listed here. And I would pair that with the insurance cover letter template. And boom, you are ready to get your application in. And remember, you can get all this for just $1, okay, during our try before you buy trial. So let's move on to the fourth and final hot lead. Now, the fourth and final hot lead comes from a clothing company called Lulu's. I've shared this company multiple times over the years, and this is a company based out of California. They are like a women's, contemporary clothing company, and it's not the Lululemon, it's, just Lulu's. And, they have, okay rating, but I figured let me put this out here because a lot of us come from retail backgrounds, myself included, and who wouldn't want to just do retail from home? So let's find out what you're gonna do, okay? So this is available very limitedly, okay? It's available in Pennsylvania, Utah, Georgia, and Texas. And you are going to be a customer service agent. And again, hitting the highlights, it says that you are going to build customer relationships and uphold their brand standards through exceptional communication and problem solving. And so you're going to resolve issues, answer questions, okay? Anything that has to do with someone's purchase, their order, that kind of thing, you're the person who they go to. And it's a full-time work from home position. So you just got to have a quiet, distraction-free environment. And to qualify, you need to have a high school diploma or equivalent, 1 to 2 years of customer service experience, strong interpersonal skills, professional phone etiquette, proficient use of computer and software applications, exceptional grammar and punctuation, creative problem-solving skills, knowledge of customer service principles and best practices, ability to work in a team as well as independently, ability to work remotely in a quiet, distraction-free workspace, and highly consistent internet connection to support VPN and VoIP. And Lulu's provides a stipend to pay for internet connectivity, but you have to have adequate infrastructure. So what that means is they're going to hook you up with an internet stipend, but you got to show up with your own equipment. They say that without, saying equipment. That's a fancy way of saying that. So, hey, they're going to give us something. I'd love for my internet bill to be paid. Absolutely. And you get hooked up with benefits. So this is awesome. And if you're like, yes, I want to get my application in, you start it over here and you already know we have a template. I would use either the customer service 1 or customer service 2 resume templates. And of course, I would pair that with the customer service cover letter template and you are good to go. So you guys, we just got through all of these hot leads. You have templates to use in the remote resume builder software. Go ahead and get your applications in ASAP. And before we close out, a few more things. I have other resources, y'all. If you loved the leads that I shared today, guess where you could have already applied to these? In Extra Leads Club. All right, Extra Leads Club is a curated list of the best work from home jobs every single weekday. So if you are short on time, but you are looking for a job and you don't want to spend hours looking on your own, it's like hiring us to be your personal virtual assistants. We make sure, me and the team, that we find the best of the best leads and only those make it to Extra Leads Club. So every day you're going to have about 3 dozen of the hottest work from home jobs. Everything is at a glance. We have the Glassdoor link, the application link, and you can get your application in ASAP. So try it out for $1 during our 7-day try before you buy trial. And if you decide to keep it, it is only $10 a month. Okay. You cannot beat that. When I tell you the hours of time being in Extra Leads Club saves you, I'm not yanking your chain. Okay, if you're busy, if you're trying to get hired, go ahead and join. You will see how huge of a difference it makes and how many applications you're able to get in. Next up is my website, remoteworklife.co. We have a free resource on here called the Mega List of Jobs. There are 632 companies and counting. Every time I share a company new to this channel, we add it here so that you can find these leads on your own safely and securely. If you want more customer service jobs, you can type in customer or you can even type in CSR and you'll see on the list we have all sorts of companies that will hire you to do customer service from home. And there are 236 companies and counting. And we have the direct link to their careers pages. So apply safely and securely. That is always the tip of the day. And make sure you come here every time you look for a job. And then last but certainly not least, we saw that a couple of these companies are going to hook us up with equipment. But for the ones who don't hook you up with equipment, that's okay. We can get our own equipment. And that's what I recommend for us to do anyhow, so that we have more options. Amazon has computer packages under $200, some under $150. And you can get this dual monitor hookup for just $174. It'll be delivered to you in a jiffy. So check out my Amazon storefront. Make sure you bookmark the Mega List of Jobs and come here every time you look for a job. Join Extra Leads Club today for $1 and then get your application in for $1 with the Remote Resume Builder software. You're gonna be so glad that you used it, and this is a resource that is going to help you get hired. So thank you so much for watching. I truly hope this has been helpful, and I hope you all have a safe and blessed weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.